Imagine waking up every morning filled with an insatiable drive to conquer the world. Yet why does it sometimes feel like you're dragging your feet? This is the enigma of motivation, a universal experience, yet one that remains elusive for many. Motivation, that intoxicating force that propels us towards our dreams, goals, and aspirations. It's the spark that ignites our ambitions, the fuel that keeps us going. Yet like a capricious sprite, it can be here one moment and gone the next. Why do our levels of motivation fluctuate so wildly? Why does it sometimes feel as if it's playing a game of hide and seek with us? The answer lies in a fascinating blend of psychology, biology, and environmental factors. But fear not, for this is no simple riddle. Today, we delve into the intriguing world of motivation and why it might be playing hide and seek with you. Motivation is a potent force, propelling us to reach for the stars. This powerful, invisible force is the wind beneath our wings, the engine that drives us toward our goals. It's the spark that ignites the flame of ambition and the fuel that keeps it burning brightly. Motivation influences our actions, decisions, and overall life trajectory. It's the internal compass that guides us, the beacon of light that illuminates our path even in the darkest of nights. It's not something you can touch or see, but its impact is as real as the ground beneath your feet. Now let's take a moment to explore the realm of motivation further. Picture this: a young boy born and raised in an impoverished neighborhood, dreams of becoming a world-renowned scientist. He has nothing but his dreams and a burning desire to achieve them. His motivation: to escape the cycle of poverty and make a significant contribution to the world. This motivation becomes his guiding light, leading him to study diligently, earn scholarships, and eventually make groundbreaking discoveries that change the course of science. Or consider another example. A woman in her 30s, successful in her career but feeling unfulfilled, yearns for something more. She wants to make a difference, to leave a positive mark on the world. Her motivation: to find purpose and meaning in her life. This motivation drives her to quit her high-paying job and start a non-profit organization that helps underprivileged children access quality education. These are not just stories of successful people. They are tales of ordinary individuals who harnessed the power of motivation to achieve extraordinary things. It's the story of every person who dared to dream, every individual who dared to defy the odds, every soul who chose to follow their heart. But what happens when this driving force dwindles or disappears altogether? What happens when the spark of ambition fades, the internal compass loses its direction, and the beacon of light dims? Join us as we delve into the intriguing mystery of lost motivation in the next scenes. One day you're on top of the world, the next you can barely muster the energy to get out of bed. What's happening here? Imagine a magician performing a grand illusion. One moment the rabbit is there, and in the blink of an eye, it's gone. Our motivation can often behave like this elusive rabbit, appearing and disappearing without a moment's notice. When you're brimming with motivation, every task feels like a breeze, every goal achievable. But when motivation abandons us, even the most trivial tasks can seem Herculean. So why does motivation seem to vanish just when we need it the most? The first culprit in this disappearance act is often burnout. In our relentless pursuit of goals, we sometimes push ourselves too hard. The result? We burn out, our motivation evaporates, and we're left feeling drained and uninspired. The second factor that can drain our motivation is a lack of progress. When we don't see immediate results, it's easy to lose heart. Our motivation thrives on progress, on knowing that we're moving forward. But when we feel stuck, our motivation tends to wane, making it harder to keep pushing forward. And then, there are external circumstances. Life is unpredictable. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, things just don't go our way. These external setbacks can significantly dent our motivation, making us question our abilities and dampening our drive to keep going. But here's the twist. Just as a magician doesn't actually make the rabbit disappear, our motivation doesn't truly vanish either. It just seems to, hidden behind the curtain of burnout, lack of progress, or external circumstances. So we must ask ourselves, is there a hidden reason why motivation sometimes eludes us? Perhaps it's not about the magic act itself, but understanding the trick behind it. And maybe, just maybe, if we can decode this trick, we can master the art of keeping our motivation from pulling a disappearing act. So, is there a hidden reason why motivation sometimes eludes us? It turns out, the answer is not as simple as we might think. Our motivation, that elusive spark, doesn't operate on a fixed reservoir that drains over time. No, it's more akin to the tides, ebbing and flowing in rhythm with our perception of value and reward. Picture the ocean. At high tide, we're motivated, driven by the sight of our goals on the horizon and the promise of reward. But as the tide recedes, so too does our motivation. The distant goals lose their allure, the rewards no longer seem worth the effort, and we find ourselves stranded in a sea of apathy, devoid of the drive that once propelled us. But fear not, for just as the ocean's tides are dictated by the moon's gravitational pull, our motivation is governed by our perception, and perceptions, my friends, can be changed. Understanding this truth can be the key to reigniting your motivation. Now that you've uncovered the secret to motivation, what's stopping you from taking on the world? Ponder, dear friend, on the goals you've set for yourself. Are they truly yours or simply a reflection of societal expectations? Often, the motivation we seek eludes us because the goals we chase are not our own. They do not ignite passion within our hearts. So dare to reassess, dare to redefine your aspirations. What is it that you truly value? What is it that makes your heart sing? Once you find that, motivation won't be a fleeting visitor, but a constant companion. Let your goals be a manifestation of your deepest desires, and watch how motivation follows suit. Remember, enduring motivation is not an external force to be tamed, but an internal flame to be kindled. So reignite your motivation, dear friend. You've got a world to conquer. Subscribe for more insightful content, and together, let's unlock the secrets of the mind.